Well, I took a couple days break, so technically it should be day 16, but it is my day 14. It happens though. Today, however, instead of doing like more main story stuff, I think what I want to do is actually go through the EFDB. So I'll do daily stuff quick, get that out of the way, and then
Administrator, heard that our field operators are getting more equipment options. Grazie, Administrator.
Phew-wee. Check out these awesome ponytails.
Sweet. Wolfguard, Gilberta.
A letter for me.
Over here is Evelina and Yvonne. Since we upgraded the place.
I like this place. It's very isolated from Endmin, if it's a gift.
There she is.
I love this place. Your work is far more serious. Is this for me?
This. Only Ember in here.
Dijon is a vessel furnished with various amenities. Gratitude.
Wasn't expecting that zoom in, but okay. Okay. So everyone out here, there's Chen and the Pan.
I'm not complaining about the ship's cabin, but... Oh, no.
Arknights here too. You just sat down, I'm sorry.
This world cannot save itself. She needs the circuit and Endfield.
Hi, Chen.
A gift for me?
Hold up, Endman. Here, I got this for you.
Oh, thank you. Savory Tango.
Spar with me when you have the time. Oh, and
Oop.
this is for me?
And leave the tin.
I'm not really used to this plate. Got your stuff.
Zahi and... Oh,
I'm
Snowshine's right here.
curious. What's the tech that keeps DJ on? Is this for me?
Zahi...
There are still many tasks that I must perform. An indicator sim?
Equipment faults have resulted in several cases of
Wolfguard.
They should take extra precautions and avoid these repair-related accidents.
And Protocus should be up there still. Oh. Since it's on a weekly basis, how... Yeah. That stockpiled really fast. should be getting the gift stuff first. All that stockpiling, and I barely made a dent in this. Hoo boy. Okay.
Maybe we should add a suite of machines at this point.
I'm really sorry.
Just means if you want to make a bigger dent in it, you gotta upgrade the... Hi, Protaka.
Administrator, may I have a moment of your
Need to
time?
upgrade the outposts and what you're giving them. Oh. Oh. Oh no.
Administrator, may I
Okay.
have a moment of your time?
So if you say no, then you can still get it.
Getting
Okay.
better every day. Oh,
Okay.
I'm
Is that
ready.
everyone? Maintain, Wolf Guard, Snowshine, Zahi, Vaughn, Ember, Gilberta, Arknights, Japan, Avona, Protaka, and Chen. Yep. Okay. Let's use up. Go here first and then grab the red bullets. Bullet? Bullete? It's probably bullet.
High threat readings identified.
That was a quest. We've already done it, Zahi. That's everything there. I should get that too, honestly. I should be picking up all of these every day. Just because they're upgraded things. Upgrade resources. That's that. Yeah. I should upgrade the outposts. Oh, we're full up on these now. Okay. Let's use our sanity. Let's just get more experience. No, we need weapon tuning stuff. This should be level 60. I haven't even been here yet. That's fair. Enemies are stronger, but making vulnerable or dealing physical deals bonus damage.
I'll follow your orders.
Yeah.
Finishing them off in one move.
Let me run them through. Be crushed.
You.
Stick together, people.
Everyone's getting a warm licking.
Extinguish the foe.
Let the walk.
Fire of the Oathkeeper.
Job complete. But my stomach is now empty.
I need to upgrade everyone's weapons, I think.
Time for some exercise.
40,
Oh, of course.
level 1.
You're the boss. You point the way.
Oh yeah, I've got tons of that one. Oh yeah, wasn't I out of money? I no longer have tons of that one. This one not being leveled up makes no sense, though. This is Gilberta's weapon. And then with that... Oh yeah. Is there... Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. It's just a bunch of +4 agility boosts. Oh well. This one. Aha! Here we go. Okay. And that should see a big difference. Complete 8 simulations. I need to do that too. Upgrade 4 weapons to level 40 and tune them to T2. Okay. Yeah. Enemies are stronger, but triggering an arch reaction deals bonus damage. Okay.
Do we have a new mission?
I think this team is the one to go for that. Oh. Oh. Final strike.
Let's do it. I got this.
Not enough guns? Well, make it up with tech. The battle has ended.
Let's take a break while
Wrong.
we still can.
Local hostile forces neutralized. Mission accomplished. Get away from that.
Get ice!
Let's do it. I got this.
Got my fire support right here.
Out of my way!
Hey,
Let's do it.
Thy original sin lies in the abuse of knowledge. Gathering data. Be restored.
Let's do it.
Initiating combat algorithms.
freeze them. Get ice.
Standing by! Fire in the hole!
Are you in need of calculated meltdown?
Got my fire support right here. Lock on target.
Recursive routine.
Lock on target.
There is no escape.
Are you in need of calculated meltdown?
Fire in the hole!
Local hostile forces neutralized. Mission accomplished. Let's do it. I got this.
Not enough guns? Well, make it up with tech.
Local hostile forces neutralized.
Deconstructing.
Let's do it. I got this.
This new module is totally wicked! Mend the wound!
Are you in need of calculated meltdown?
Awesome teamwork!
Good teamwork.
Oh, you can see her range. Okay.
Get ice! Shoot!
Local hostile forces neutralized. Mission accomplished.
Yep. If you want a higher authority level, just do the guide, spend your sanity.
Time to get serious!
A frigid conclusion.
Standing by! Fire in the hole!
Deconstructing.
Lock on target!
Load up the back!
Lock on target!
I got this.
Recursive routine.
Mend the wound!
Are you
Local hostile forces.
Calculated meltdown.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, the battle has ended. Let's take a break.
Her skill
while we
just
still
does
can.
so much damage.
Malware carriers have been expurgated. Shoot! Recursive routine.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, the battle has ended. Let's take a break while we still can. On your back. Be restored. Hey! You got a monster! Oh, yeah! Veritas deconstructed.
Ending this in one move. Ending this quick.
Outstanding. The polar frost shall stop you!
I got this.
Got my fire support right here. Get ice.
Local hostile forces neutralized.
Okay. So there's all my sanity used. I've claimed resources. I should do the station thing. I should do the station thing. Yeah. Nope. I'm doing the reading today. Station stuff can be done another time. Tutorials. We have seen these pop up every time, and I'm fairly certain I read every single one of them as they popped up, so we'll just mark all these as read. It'd be nice if there were a few more of these to repair, but it's fine with what we have right now. Like, maybe in the future, if the outposts have raids or something, then some facilities might get destroyed in the raids if you don't take out all the enemies fast enough or make them prioritize attacking you. Just a little more immersion doing it that way. It might not be ideal for everyone, but just a little bit more immersive. Just my opinion, though. Control Nexus. I don't think I actually read this, because I don't remember this being a pop-up. So I remember this, you can set them to, you can talk with them to put them back to work or make them take a break. But this, I don't remember seeing a pop-up for. Operator Trust. Raise your operator's trust to unlock more skills and profile data. Operators with higher trust also interact with you differently aboard Dejong. Interact with operators aboard Dejong to talk to them or offer them gifts. Gifts will raise the operator's trust in you, especially when the gifts are something they really like. Talk to the supply chain specialist aboard Dejong and use the protocol exchange to get more gifts. You also earn trust slowly with time with operators assigned to the control nexus or functional cabins. Even if you are not aboard Dejong, these operators will continue to build up trust. The trust will be added to the operators once you board Dejong. No, I remember reading that. I don't know. Right, that's what I need to get daily to, the aerospace materials. Anti-area defense from the outposts. We have... There's a lot of tutorials. We've only seen this once, so... Curious if they'll have that as a part of a puzzle later on. Because they already have Blight. So... Maybe every so often it could be a recurring quest, maybe? That some gel is starting to build up, but it's nothing as bad as how it was when we did the quest for it. Potentially. There's so many tutorials. It's nice to see it all. Because all of this just means, hey, you can look back at anything at any time that you've been confused about. You put down the game for a while, you forgot what you were doing, hop on into tutorials. Endfield Database has everything you could ever want. Everything's here in the Endfield Database. Okay, so it ends off with the combo skills. Is anyone missing? Administrator, Prolika, Chen, Wolfguard, Gilberta, Arklight, Zahi, Ember, Avalona, Levitain, Snowshine, Depan, Yvonne. I think I've used everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, that's everyone. Alright. Time for the real reading. RAM. Common. Crowson. Archive ID ACL-071. Is amongst the earliest recorded form of the Angloy and the most commonly encountered. It attacks by ramming its victims with its horns. Very neat. Heavy RAM. Advanced. Thryliceron. Archive ID ACL-072. Is a non-substandard variant of ACL-071. It can manipulate its environment and make tactical decisions. Sting. Common. Kentron. Archive ID ARL-121. Would charge pieces of itself with energy and propel them with inertial launching. The energy efficiency of this mechanism is extremely low. It's got a bit of a serrated edge to it there. So even though it's shooting projectiles, it's still serrated. Neat. Heavy Sting. Advanced. Very Kentron. Archive ID ARL-141. Is a non-standard variant of ARL-121. It would occasionally perform whip attacks with its tail instead of using its ranged energy attack. Okay. Poison Ivy. Advanced. Dendreosone. Archive ID ARS-141. Can synthesize toxins in its body and project them at its victims via inertial launching. No one has seen it move after it has taken shape. Okay, so it's growing like branches out of it. Ram Alpha. Curacone Anavon. Archive ID ACL-071 Alpha. Is an energized variant of ACL-071. The entity's excessive energy content gives a characteristic bright red appearance and makes it stronger and faster than the standard variant. Very red. Also, I just realized... Yep, abilities. This enemy can spew poisonous fluids that deal aether damage in a small area. Interrupt it with your skills. Fighting it though, unless you like notice it starting up the animation and use your skill like immediately before you even see the red circle outline, I'm pretty sure it will always get at least one poisonous puddle off. This enemy attacks by causing iridium pillars to erupt under your operators. When approached, this enemy will summon stone pillars around itself for protection. So its big attack that it uses a lot is... Well, not a lot, but it uses it occasionally, where it just sticks its stinger into the ground and causes eruptions. So you can interrupt that. And then I don't think that second one is interruptible. When it summons the stone pillars in a circle around itself. I'll have to fight it again to double check. Heavy Ram has no special abilities, however. Alright. Sting Alpha. Kentron Anavon. Archive ID ARL-121 Alpha. Is an energized variant of ARL-121. The entity's higher energy density gives it greater firepower. The energy efficiency of its firing mechanism remains low. Okay. Heavy Ram Alpha. Thrylisteron Anavan, Archive ID ACL-072 Alpha, is an energized variant of ACL-072. Its high energy contents did not affect its decision-making abilities. This entity is extremely dangerous. Okay. Heavy Sting Alpha. Varicantron Anavan, Archive ID ARL-141 Alpha, is an energized variant of ARL-141 that has retained a plethora of attack patterns. It is a tougher and more dangerous entity. Abilities. This enemy attacks by causing aluminium pillars to erupt under your operators. When approached, this enemy will summon stone pillars around itself for protection. Okay. Effigy. Elite. Homoiosarin, Archive ID AGL-371, is capable of mimicking human forms or parts thereof. Some of these rare and dangerous entities are capable of channeling the ether itself. Abilities. This enemy has powerful slam attacks, but rotates slowly during casting. This is the best time to go behind it and attack. The enemy can reassemble its body in various forms and move quickly across the battlefield. The enemy will attempt to trap your operators. Interrupt it quickly to counter its moves. And I do believe we have seen all of those in action. I don't remember if we successfully escaped being trapped. It's been a few days, but yeah. Traglos, boss. No previous records. This has been classified as an angelos due to the nature of its formation. Changes to its halo may reflect its ability to make tactical decisions. Be warned, anchor-like properties have been detected in this entity as well. Abilities. An enemy with 3 different forms. Assault form. Continuously unleashes melee attacks. Interrupt the charging of its ability to inflict high stagger to it. Search mode. Summons lots of Angloid to the fight and unleashes anchor shockwaves. Trickery form. Enter stealth to unleash barrages of projectiles from afar or ambush your operators. Break its stealth mode to inflict high stagger to it. So we've got a pink purple, a light green, and a red. Interesting. The way it's shaped makes me think of like an angel too. Where the 2 in the back are the wings. Alright, so that's all the Angloi. Now, the Landbreakers. Bone Crusher Raider. Common. A landbreaker armed with basic melee weapons. These common rabble of LB clans tend to be poorly equipped and usually appear in groups. This enemy has no special abilities. Just giving the thumbs down. Yeah. Bone Crusher Ambusher. A landbreaker armed with basic ranged weaponry. Ambushers only received the most rudimentary training and their shots are inaccurate. Nevertheless, their bolts have claimed more than a few lives. Bone Crusher Executioner. Elites. A landbreaker armed with a heavy axe. These massive brutes are way more powerful than their common counterparts and can easily damage defensive works or flip over armored vehicles. This enemy can grab your operators and throw them to the ground to deal massive damage. If an operator is grabbed, use another operator's skill to interrupt the throw and free the grabbed operator. Dodging the charged double axe swings will not be easy. Interrupting the skill is an easier way. Bone Crusher Pyromancer. Advanced. A landbreaker who can wield the Originium arts of evocation. Pyromancers are extremely dangerous as they can easily ignite the battlefield with their fiery arts. This enemy has powerful ranged attacks that deal ether damage, but it has poor mobility. This enemy causes haste fire to erupt from the ground to deal ether damage. Observe the enemy's channeling abilities and dodge accordingly. What is... Oh right, they have a little fire in that basket normally. Okay. Bone Crusher Arsonist. Advanced. A landbreaker armed with a flamethrower. Although these weapons look shoddily made, they serve their intended purpose well enough. Arsonists can easily clear out strong points and send the defenders, however stubborn, running for their lives. This enemy can continuously spew fire at your operators. Try to move behind this enemy to avoid the flames. At low HP, this enemy spews fire at all directions and ignites himself to require a massive all-resist buff. Use Cryo Infliction to extinguish the fire, or wait for the flames to die down before attacking again. Okay. I think I've frozen them a few times and extinguished them that way, but I'll need to remember if I ever see this guy to just have Cryo in the party. 'Cause, oh boy, that's annoying. Bone Crusher Infiltrator. Common. A landbreaker armed with mainly weapons. Infiltrators are extremely agile and capable combatants who fight with two weapons at once. They are not to be trifled with. Abilities. This enemy is very agile and is capable of dodging your operator's basic attacks. However, she can't dodge incoming attacks when she's attacking. Can throw darts and perform pursuit attacks on operators hit by the darts. Dodging the arts might offer a good chance to counterattack. I think they missed a D there. Dodging the darts might offer a good chance to counterattack. Unless the darts is an arts skill, but I don't think that's the case. Okay. Blighted Claw. A landbreaker corrupted by the blight. Not getting killed by intense blight is not a blessing, but a curse. Survivors usually become horribly twisted versions of their former selves. Abilities. Dodge its gnashing attack to make it fall to the ground. And you can see how much the blight has affected them too. Oh, there's even a bit on the right leg too. Bone Crusher Riptusk. Common. A small war beast controlled by the Landbreakers. Riptusks are far more bloodthirsty and ferocious than their untamed wilderness kin. Abilities. This enemy is agile, but can be overwhelmed when taking multiple hits. Blighted Tusk Beast. A tusk beast corrupted by the blights. These small blighted aberrations usually move in packs that pose a serious threat, even to fully armed field teams. Abilities. Though less intelligent, this creature's makes up for it with added frosty. These creatures. Dodge its pounce attack to make it fall to the ground. Its eyes got red. Ooh boy. Okay. Elite Raider. An elite Landbreaker melee combatant enhanced by fumes known as Hazefire. This particular LB have better gear, strength, and battle skills. This enemy has no special abilities. They're just painted red. Oh, they even have red hair. So I know they're different. Like, but the way they painted themselves kind of looks like the Blights as well. It's brighter, but yeah. Elite Ambusher. An elite Landbreaker ranged combatant enhanced by fumes known as Hazefire. This particular LB is better trained in and accuracy, and is armed with better crossbow and bolts. Better trained and accuracy. And accurate, probably. Or is better trained in accuracy. So, and accurate in accuracy are the two ways I can see that. Bigger red. Okay. Elite Riptusk. An elite Landbreaker warbeast enhanced by fumes known as Hazefire. This particular Riptusk is more ferocious and cunning, and attacks with the less predictable moves. This enemy is agile, but can be overwhelmed when taking multiple hits. If I remember right, the Hazefire uses Blight. So that all of these elite Landbreakers enhanced by Hazefire fumes looking like the blighted ones makes a lot of sense. Elite Executioner. An elite landbreaker brute enhanced by fumes known as hazefire. This particular LB is a towering giant armed with a great axe. Such elites are usually seen leading Bone Crusher raiding mobs. This enemy can grab your operators and throw them to the ground to deal massive damage. If an operator is grabbed, use another operator's skill to interrupt the throw and free the grabbed operator. Dodging the charged double axe swings will not be easy. Interrupting the skill is an easier way. And Rodan the Bone Crushing Fist. Boss. The right fist of Neferith, and the most feared Bone Crusher soldier of the clan. Many landbreakers had challenged Neferith's leadership, only to be utterly crushed by Rodan's fists. Abilities. A super heavy enemy. Uses ventilation pipes to pull in your operators to attack them. Buffs himself with the power of dent stacks. Watch and evade his jets of fire. And that's all the enemies. Weapon files. Oh. Give me 1 second. Okay. So there's a few swords I don't have. But let's start with the Tar 11. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. One of the standard issue Endfield weapons for the operators. Designed by the Endfield arsenal engineer Tar, this sword was often the very first weapon of many field operators. Basic attack, 29. Agility boost, and assault armament prep. At max level, base attack is 254. Weapon skills? Ah, okay. That's interesting. Contingent measure. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. One of the weapons manufactured by Endfield for their elite operators. Minimalist modular architecture resulted in a lightweight weapon with excellent balance and handling. The blade itself is extremely durable. I forgot to view it. So here's the Tar 11. And contingent measure has agility boost, physical damage boost, and suppression emergency boost. Hitting an enemy with a battle skill gives attack plus 12.5% for 15 seconds. Effect cannot stack. Oh. Hold up. Doesn't look like anything changed on the TAR 11. But the contingent measure definitely got a new look. So, level 1. And level 80. It's got a nice little glow in it now. Ooh. Looks like it clips a tiny bit, but I'm sure that's fine. Grand Finale. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. A mid-tier product of Misco Industries? Michco? Don't know how to pronounce that. The sword features chic, avant-garde designs in addition to an amazing price tag for its performance. When released, the weapon became one of the best sellers of the year in the TGCC. Base attack of 33, with intellect boost, attack boost, and pursuit circle show. Casting combo skills gives attack plus 19.6% for 15 seconds. Oh. Okay. This way down or this way up? There's the branding on the handle. Okay. And then at level 80, it gets a nice energy flow, it looks like. Okay. Next, Sundering Steel. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. One of the weapons manufactured by Endfield for their elite operators. The sword features a seamless grip and guard holds, and stress-triggered energy storage mechanisms to enhance its damage potential. Base attack is 37, and it has Agility Boost EX, Attack Boost EX, and Combative Anthem of Cinder. Knocking back the enemy also deals 117% attack of physical damage and 9 stagger. So there's the Endfield logo. And then at level 80. was kind of expecting this capsule-like device section here to do something too. Oh well. Neat. Fort Maker. A weapon equipped by Enfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. One of the weapons made by Fort Forgefang. The sword features a traditional architecture that made it extremely durable and sturdy. The thick, heavy blade left many scars upon the permafrost as the front lines shifted with the times. It has Agility Boost EX, Critical Rate Boost EX, and Brutality City Breaker. Increases physical damage dealt to vulnerable enemies by 20.7%. So that must be the symbol for Forgefang. Because I don't see a logo. Okay. Is it going to be this section here? Yes. Okay. So far, each of these just have a section where you can see energy flowing. Okay. Umbral Torch. A weapon equipped by Enfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. A next-gen lightweight personal defense solution released by Raytheon Industries. The sword has a special alloy blade and proved quite popular amongst certain professionals. Skills are Intellect Boost EX, Arts Boost EX, and Detonate Covetous Stacks. Triggering an Arts Burst gives the wielder attack plus 8.4% for 30 seconds. Trigger cooldown, 1 second. Max stacks, 4. Each stack has its own duration. Kind of makes me think of Manticore. There's the Raytheon logo. And it's there too, it looks like. A bit smaller there, but... Alright. Where would the flow be? This looks like it might be either here or up here. Okay. Thermite Cutter. A weapon equipped by Enfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. A Pioneer Series product from North March Support Hub. The Mark IV thermal cutter was constructed using patented thermal materials and delivers powerful cutting performance. Positively reviewed by many UWST crewmates. It has Intellect Boost EX, Critical Damage Boost EX, and Detonate High Impact, which gives Arts Burst damage plus 84%. Okay. It's got a little white to orange to blue coloration on the edge. Looks like there's a rotating bit there. See the logo right there. Okay. I want to say this is where the flow is going to be, but it also looks hollow. Like they wouldn't have something there. Okay. Just a little bit up. Okay. The fifth heirloom. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. One of the weapons made by Fort Forgefane. Special smelting processes resulted in a holy red blade. The art's component utilizes a special liquefied iridium that resembles the first drop of blood shed by the ice fields. It has Intellect Boost EX, Basic Attack Boost EX, and Detonate Desiccation Wake. Triggering an Arts Burst gives the wielder attack plus 9% and critical rate plus 2% for 30 seconds. Trigger cooldown 1 second, max stacks 4. Each stack has its own duration. It even has a little cross-like bit up here. So if anything was like there, this is just Levitane's weapon. Intellect boost, basic attack damage up. Does using the ultimate and attacking with that still count as a basic attack? Or does it count as ultimate damage? Ultimate skill. Interesting. But that's gotta be where the flow's gonna be. Oh, the 6 stars get completely new looks. Okay, so not only does it get the energy flow, it also glows. A burning red. Okay. That is super cool. Cerulean Resonance. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. One of the weapons made by Fort Forgefane. The grip was constructed using a special rod drawing process to enhance force damping in grip. The blade itself was forged with a rare glaciolithic mineral quarried from the wildlands. Main attribute boost EX, critical rate boost EX, and suppression echo of the woods. Casting a battle skill restores 11 SP and gives attack plus 7% for 12 seconds. Effect can only trigger once every 12 seconds. It's very shiny. Ooh. Rotating it, it looks like something's already flowing through it. So knowing how the 6-star works, there's probably going to be something flowing through here. There might be something flowing up here as well. But this is going to be... How bright is it? Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. It looks fragile, but that is probably super cold. That is cool. Torrent. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. A high-end sword released by Michco Industries. The finely sculpted and engraved blade also offered reliable performance. This weapon was well received by TGCC elites and upper society. Has agility boost, physical damage boost, EX for both of them, and brutality, relentless avalanche. Increases physical damage dealt to vulnerable enemies by 26.7%. Increases physical damage dealt to lifted, knocked down, and knocked back enemies by another 13.3%. So there's the logo. Handle with care. Okay. So the flow is obviously going to be here. But what else are they going to do to this? Oh. Oh, that's fancy. That is super fancy. Yeah, it does change the color of the... That turns black. That is fancy. Okay. And Heart's Content. A weapon equipped by Endfield operators to significantly boost their combat capabilities. A high-end ornamental sword from Hongshan Swordmancers. Hongshan Academy of Sciences actually offered this weapon as a gift for outstanding individuals. Many owners treat this stately and elegant weapon as a symbol of prestige and honor. Well, that's just Shan's weapon then. Okay. Agility Boost EX, Critical Damage Boost EX, and Twilight Oblivion Beckons. Casting the ultimate also increases the physical damage dealt by the wielder by 73.9% for 15 seconds. Okay. There's an orb up there. Interesting. Oh, where could they have the flow in this one? Like, this is not really a thing to have it on, and that's an empty space. They've got these pearls and this orb. Let's see it. Oh, it did just utilize it there. Okay. Okay. I was expecting them to use the orbs in some way too, but... Huh. It just becomes a golden blade. Neat. We got a lot of weapons to go through. Great swords, polearms, guns, and orbiters. Oh, I have all the guns. That's interesting. I guess because I was using Wolfguard, and now that Yvonne's out, it makes sense that I'd have guns. Or now that I have Yvonne. Yvonne's always been in the pool. I think because I can also look at the locked weapons too, I will save other weapons for later. Oh, the gear is gonna be... Oh! Oh, does this only... I think this only has the stuff that I've crafted in here, as opposed to the weapons that everything's just there. Okay. Well, let's start from the first ones then. Basic gauntlets. A piece of defensive gear that skipped the final product verification and validation (V&V) process of Endfield Industries. It offers only limited defense. Gives people a peace of mind that far exceeds its actual defensive capabilities. Basic armor. A piece of defensive gear that skipped the final product verification and validation process of Enfield Industries. It offers only limited defense. Gives people a peace of mind that far exceeds its actual defensive capabilities. Okay, so all these say the exact same thing. Okay. Minor overalls. A piece of gear independently designed by Endfield Industries and assembled by the AIC. It can improve the user's combat capabilities. Minimum requirements of field staff protective gear stipulated by the Valley Force Safety and Protection Standards must comprise a 2-layered protection module of I, a soft cushioning layer, and II, hard rigid protection. 1 and 2. Okay. Minor gloves, tier 2. Has the exact same flavor text. Okay. So the minor fists T2, minor wrists T2, and minor gauntlets T2. Okay. Well, if they all have the same flavor text, that eases up my throat a little bit. And the vest T2 has it as... Oh, there's a lot of repeating flavor text. Okay. Oh, all of these. Okay. I don't know if they are going to like change all the flavor text for these, but it should be fine if they don't, because the main thing that we're looking at is the stats that they give to make sure they go onto the right operator, and each one fits a different operator. So yeah. Conductive burst. Mordvolt resistant vest. A piece of gear independently designed by Endfield Industries and assembled by the AIC. It can improve the user's combat capabilities. Some scientists believe that the blight can contaminate and disrupt electrical currents. They also think they can master this property for useful purposes. Gear set effects. 3-piece set effect. Will plus 50. When HP is below 50%, wearer gains treatment effect plus 15%. Oh, these all have different ones though. Mordvolt resistant gloves. We have yet to develop PPE suits with true blight resistance. Most PPE and protective solutions in the market could only cope with secondary disasters of blight events. Okay. That makes sense now. All the green and gray gear has the exact same flavor text, and then the blue gear starts to have descriptions and stories to them. Mordvolt resistant wrench. Pretty handy for bonking heads. A worker who wished to remain anonymous. And Mordvolt resistant battery. An experienced worker can transform this Originium battery into an improvised grenade within 10 minutes. Do not do this at home. Dangerous things should not be done. Do not try to make your batteries explode. Use them for their intended purposes. Mordvolt Insulation Vest. A piece of gear independently designed by Enfield Industries and assembled by the AIC. It can improve the user's combat capabilities. Severe blight events often cause extremely anomalous forms of electrical and circuitry failures. Gear set effect. Conductive Insulation. 3-piece set effect. Intellect plus 50. When HP is below 50%, wearer deals plus 10% arts damage. Mordvolt Insulation Gloves. All engineers making electrical repairs at blight rupture sites must wear specialized PPE to ward off anomalous arc flashes and electrical discharges. Mordvolt Insulation Wrench. The UWST once built a majestic power spire. It lasted 5 years before the blight made it sink into the ground. Nobody knows where it ended up at. Mordvolt Insulation Battery. After the sinking of the power spire, various factions of Talos II created emergency rescue teams for dealing with large-scale blight incidents. Roving MSGR Jacket. A piece of Endfield gear inspired by wildland craftsmanship and assembled by the AIC. It can improve the user's combat capabilities. Messengers working in and near the Valley 4 region will often give the vehicles paint jobs with tree-like patterns. They hope the sight of these majestic plants that once protected this land can bring people strength. Gear set effects. 3-piece set effects. Agility plus 50. When HP is below 50%, wearer deals plus 10% physical damage. Roving MSGR Fists. Messengers would also pass their time by fighting in the arena. Roving MSGR Gyro. Results from a trustworthy poll revealed that about 20% of messengers would modify this stress relief toy into a self-orienting tracker. So it's spin. Hold your fingers in the middle is spin. Or it's like a top, and there's actually a spike on the bottom to balance on when it's rotating. Roving MSGR Flash Spike. The sharp spike on the other end can also be used to break open old boxes or containers. Okay. Armored MSGR Jackets. A piece of Enfield gear inspired by wildland craftsmanship and assembled by the AIC. It can improve the user's combat capabilities. Gear set effects. Untamed Demure. 3-piece set effects. Strength plus 50. When HP is below 50%, wearer gains damage reduction plus 15% to all forms of damage. Scramblers are cheap and effective modes of transport on Talos 2. Messengers would often outfit these bikes with different mods and modules. Armored Messenger Gloves. Most messengers would install quick ejection systems on their vehicle. Such systems proved to be lifesavers during unexpected blight ruptures. Armored Messenger Gyro. Results from a trustworthy poll revealed that about 80% of messengers would modify this toy into a miniature dart grenade. Aha. And Armored Messenger Flash Spike. The sharp spike on the other end can also be used to break the bones of those who refuse to talk. Okay. So the more I make for the gear, the more there will be to read. And this is where a lot of reading comes in as well. It's not that bad. Oh, can we make sand leaf? Seed picking unit, sand leaf, planting unit. Yep, okay. I should probably get that started at some point. Let's see. Portable Originium rig. A mining rig for digging up Originium ore. This rig does not need to be connected to the power grid to work, as it powers itself using the Originium it mines. The best-selling product of Endfield Industries. And these we can actually look at closer. Oh! Interest. Okay. So why is it yeah, it's going to the seed picking unit for some reason. Does it do it on all of these? Looks like it does. Yeah. So okay. Well, there's a bug. So because I went into planting, clicked on a product, and clicked on the material used to make said product, I then clicked on the source, which was the seed picking unit. I clicked on a product there to check on these. So if I go to the source for the planting unit and I start doing this too, will it do the planting unit when I back out? Yes. Okay. And does this make it so that it goes to the fitting unit? Yes. Okay. Well, that was pretty simple to determine the cause. How they're going to fix it, though, I can't think of that. Because what's going on is I zoom in to a closer view of the product. And when I back out of this, either by clicking the arrow or right-clicking, we'll click the arrow this time, it goes to the production facility that I checked a formula for by clicking on source. So refining unit has been clicked. If I go to fitting unit and do that, we're on the refining unit now. Okay. This is not a bug I was expecting to see, but it It popped up. Okay. Let's see if going out and then back in resets it. It does. Okay. Well, that's an interesting find. And honestly, that's probably the only thing I can think of that would be a bug with these. And I never even thought of it. So, like, I was gonna go through all these just to be like, alright, are there any typos we can fix? Is there any wording that could be better? But no, that was an actual thing. Does it... Oh, I need it. Okay, okay. So opening the map, it doesn't do it. Okay. That's interesting, though. Yeah. Electric mining rig. Must be connected to the power grid with adequate power to work. This mining rig can mine iridium ore and crystallite. Crystallite? I haven't come across that yet. Market performance for this facility was mediocre due to its equally mediocre stats. Well, that's rude. Oh, what the... Okay, so it's fine on this side, Endfield Industries. But on this side, it's like... it's just mirrored. Yeah, so they're going... so it's facing... like, this is the back, this is the front. And it's just having them face the same direction. That... it's interesting to design, but I don't know how practical... I can tell it says Endfield Industries. Just... it's weird to me. And that's even the side that is displayed front and center on the main page, too. Huh. Electric mining rig Mark II. Must be connected to the power grid with adequate power to work. This mining rig can mine ferrium ore and other minerals. Okay. So is the Mark II only for ferrium, and then the Mark I, and then the normal mining rig can mine everything else? The Mark II upgrade of the electric mining rig features improved drill bit hardness, improved performance in rugged environments, and deeper mining capabilities. Oh, that's another thing I should check. Because it's a Mark II. I'd normally assume that it mines better than the original one. And so I'd be replacing the original ones with the Mark IIs to get more resource yield. I don't know. Refining unit. A facility that performs high temperature refining of various materials. Crystal delamination and thermal molding. Heat changes and transforms materials, and even enables reactions to create something new. Okay. So there's a vent, so it doesn't overheat too much. I am not a Mac. I am not a engineer or machinist or anything. So I don't know how these all set up to do what they do, but I can assume that we want airflow. Airflow gives oxygen to the heat source and makes things hotter. This is probably the tank that everything goes in and melts down and it gets refined, and then it comes out down here to get formed. I don't know how that works actually, but my first thoughts on it, not being an expert at all or knowledgeable at all when it comes to this kind of thing. Shredding unit. A heavy facility that shreds and pulverizes various materials. Can you hear the crunch of the heavy industrial shredders? Physical destruction is a lot more straightforward than heat destruction or heat processing. You just shred. Item goes into the top, shredded stuff comes out the bottom. Just like a blender. Fitting unit. A facility capable of processing various parts. Comes with grinding wheels, planing wheels, polishing bits, and milling cutters. Now it says it has all that, but it looks more like it's like a laser printing. No. Molding unit. A facility that produces various containers via stamp molding. After jointly organizing a product discussion conference with UWST, Endfield Industries finally overcame the challenges involved in the replacement of molding dies. Okay. Can't quite see the middle. We can only rotate side to side, so. Okay. It's opening that. Cause any issues, I wonder. Planting unit. A cultivating silo for growing various common plants and crops. This facility is designed entirely by Endfield Industries. Its cutting-edge technologies include real-time monitoring and modulation of silo lighting, temperature, and plant hormone levels. Endfield. You'd think the Endfield logo would be on the front of the main page here, but oh well. Seed picking unit. A facility that extracts seeds from common crops. Many Telosians enjoy harvesting and gathering. Okay. Looks like a shucker. Plants go in, and then they just essentially shred them up, but not so hard that it destroys any seeds. So you only need to shred it so much to get the seeds out. Okay. Gearing unit. A facility that laminates different materials together to create gear components. A top-tier piece of equipment must undergo multiple processing steps that include textile weaving and compression lamination of various fabric and lining. Okay. Makes me think of a sewing machine with the design it has. Or rather, two sewing machines put back to back. Interesting. Filling unit. A facility capable of filling containers with various materials. The patented sterile packaging technology has greatly reduced the probability of product contamination. I should start making these, honestly, too. That's fine. This makes me think of a stapler. Okay. Or a hole punch would probably be more accurate. No. Kind of a combination. Since it's got a rod there that pushes materials into the cans. And then, yeah. Neat. Packaging unit. A facility for packaging certain power components. All sorts of batteries had been made in various regions of Talos 2. When the war finally ended, humanity gradually established unified standards and specifications for battery production. Oh, and there's the pinned one. Probably unpin that now, honestly. So we can't really see inside for how it might work. But it makes batteries and explosives. So everything has to be airtight, basically, but otherwise the materials, the reaction might leak. I don't know. Okay. Grinding unit. A facility that performs fine grinding of powdered materials. This facility was based on a traditional crop processing machinery from Yan. Okay. And I'm pretty sure this dense frame yeah, that makes it steel. So we're gonna need to start working with this. Oh, didn't mean to go all the way out. Splitter. A logistics unit that evenly divides product flow from one transport belt into multiple belts, up to 3. A transport belt adjustment unit with a smart sorting module. Can be used to reduce the complexity of various facility supply lines. Available functions. The splitter can split the product flow of one transport belt up to 3 transport belts. Not really a way to tell which side's which if you're not looking at the top. Like, I can kind of see the line right here. So this is probably the input side, and these are the output sides. Belt bridge. A logistics unit that lets 2 transport belts intersect without obstructing each other. A logistics unit that AIC managers can use to create an organized transport system and avoid the spaghetti. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's still spaghetti, but it's organized spaghetti. Yeah. Yeah. The belt bridge allows a transport belt to go over another without disrupting the flow of items of both belts. And the Converger. A logistics unit that merges up to 3 transport belts into one single belt. A transport system adjustment unit with a smart sorting module. Can be used in all sorts of production lines. The Converger can converge product flows of 3 transport belts into a single belt. So this one, the orange here indicates the output, and the other ones are the input. Yeah, you can see it from the top down on this, that this has a white line. Oh yeah, there it is. I didn't even realize it. Okay. Power. Electric pylon. Once connected to the power grid, this pylon can wirelessly power all Endfield facilities within its area of effect. Wireless electrical connection is one of the biggest technological breakthroughs achieved by Endfield Industries. This tech was further improved with Techno Protocol to provide the very foundation of the AIC factory. Place electric pylons in the core AIC area of the PAC to automatically connect them to the grid. Connected electric pylons can supply power to facilities within their power supply radius. Oh. That's a bit early. One sec. Okay. Well, that happened. Gonna have to end the recording here sooner than I expected, but hopefully I can get all the reading for the facilities done. Okay. Relay tower. This relay can only be used in electric power transmission. It also comes with an 80-meter power transmission radius. The relay tower is one of the most expensive AIC facilities to construct. Its overall design is based on the PAC. Okay. The relay tower is an important power transmission facility. Relay towers can be used to transmit power to other relay towers, electric pylons, and electric nexuses to connect them to the power grid. Okay. Thermal bank. The thermal bank converts heat into electrical power. It must be connected to the power grid to work. The thermal bank received 3 revolutionary tech upgrades in the last decade. Okay. It converts 1 Originium ore into 150 power. Protocol stash. A storage facility with several item storage slots. Once connected to the power grid and given enough power, it can teleport items to the depot. Hence, the stash is often placed at the end of production lines. It took Endfield engineers nearly a decade to achieve teleprotocol of small items within limited range. And I am just now realizing the actual use for them. Okay, good job, me. The protocol stash can store items. When connected to the power grid, the protocol stash can also deliver stored items to the depot on a regular basis. So, instead of what I have, where everything is just going into the main AIC, like all the carbon and whatnot, I can instead eliminate those transport belts and have them go into these instead. greatly increasing the amount of area I can work with. So instead of having things go into, say, the bus loader, I can have them go in here instead. It might take a little more power, but that's what the thermal banks are for. Bus loader. A placeable loading point that delivers goods from the factory to a local depot. The bus loader must be placed right next to the AIC logistics bus. An upgrade plan was stipulated after the AIC factory was deployed for a second time in a high-threat area. Blight-resistant steel was used to construct the bus loader unloader. Bare wall. Don't need to have anything there because it connects right up so that this is the only part that we see. And this items moved into the bus loader via transport belts will be stored in the depot. Okay. Bus unloader. A placeable unloading point that transfers goods from a local depot into the factory. The bus unloader must be placed right next to the AIC logistics bus. In extreme environments, the bus loader and unloader units can be directly connected to the facilities to ensure germ-free and low blight transportation. Use the bus unloader to automatically unload items from the depot onto the connected transport belt. Okay. Zipline pylon. A small zipline facility that can be connected to another zipline facility within an 80-meter radius to create a zipline. The earliest ziplines of Talos 2 were constructed to help traverse the precipitous, blighted regions of the uninhabited snowy mountains in the northern Barrens. Ziplines were the leading technology that helped humanity defeat the Angeloid blockade. Set up zipline routes with zipline pylons to quickly zip from one pylon to another. You can select other zipline pylons as your destination to quickly zip to it. Okay. Zipline tower. A large zipline facility that can be connected to another zipline facility within a 110-meter radius to create a zipline. Recently, ziplines had become a growing fad in the tourism sector, as well as extreme sports athletes. The Endfield marketing team really demonstrated their skills in this case. The zipline tower is an improved version of the zipline pylon. It lets you create longer zipline routes and lets you zip through multiple zipline towers in a single trip. Zipline. So how... Aha. So it's taller. Has a sturdier base, it looks like. And it's better supported. Okay. Gun tower. Combat and support. Attack rate fast, range medium. Continuously fires energy bolts that deal physical damage to a single enemy. Once the complex arts lock mechanism was simplified, it was combined with the logic of automation designs to create this integrated weapon platform. Many frontier outposts and villages used prototypes of this system to defend themselves against dangerous wildlife. When charged by the power grid or batteries, gun towers can automatically attack enemies within range. So what I need to do in the future is actually start carrying batteries around so that I can use these towers to help me fight. I don't know how many batteries I'll need per tower, but if it helps, it helps. Medical Tower. Converts electrical power into healing arts that can treat injured operators nearby. A healing facility furnished with medical arts casting units. The designers made the tower spherical because gentle curves are visually more comforting to the injured. It also reminds me of Lancet too. When charged by the power grid or batteries, medical towers can convert its charges into treatment for restoring the HP of team operators nearby. Yeah. Right. Buckflower plot. To use this plot, follow the steps of fine cultivation and harvest the ripened crops to get plenty of buckflowers and a higher chance of firebuckle. Oh, ooh, okay. So we can get firebuckle. Okay. That'll be good to plant, actually, then. A cultivation plot with various parameters adjusted for growing buckflowers. Overall soil quality of the plot is far better than that of the average arable land in Valley 4. No viewing thing there, but... So I know that this is here to just be like, hey, make sure you try and do this first so that you have an endless supply of the seeds, but yeah. Oh. Citron plant. To use this plant lot, follow the steps of fine cultivation and harvest the ripened crops to get plenty of citrums and a higher chance of umbreline. A cultivation plot with various parameters adjusted for growing citrums. Overall soil quality of the plot is far better than that of the average arable land in Valley 4. To use this plot, follow the steps of fine cultivation and harvest the ripened crops to get plenty of sand leaves. A cultivation plot with various parameters adjusted for growing sand leaves. Overall soil quality of the plot is far better than that of the average arable land in Valley 4. Acatine plot. To use this plot, follow the steps of fine cultivation and harvest the ripened crops to get plenty of acatine. A cultivation plot with various parameters adjusted for growing acatine. Overall soil quality of the plot is far better than that of the average arable land in Valley 4. And tart pepper plot. To use this plot, follow the steps of fine cultivation and harvest the ripened crops to get plenty of tart peppers. A cultivation plot with various parameters adjusted for growing tart peppers. Overall soil quality of the plot is far better than that of the average arable land in Valley 4. Now this... Yep. We can't actually grow tart peppers in the planting unit. We need to make the plot for them. Everything else we can grow in the planting unit. Yeah. There's still a lot more to read, but I am going to have to call it here for now. So, until the next time, I will see you all later. Take care.